Hey Providence, welcome to week 3 of this Lent series. Hopefully it's been a good and sweet time for you and your family just to create or just continue in these good rhythms of prayer and fasting. Last week we talked about bringing your family in on it. It's just good. It's good accountability. It's good for increasing joy. And it's a good reminder that even though all of Providence is doing this, it's a good reminder that we're not alone in this, right? That all of us as Christians should be doing this. So this week, just 2 really practical things. Obviously, we're building on everything that we've done. So don't stop fasting, however God's led you to do that. And certainly don't stop praying for who God's laid on your heart. But just 2 really practical things. Number 1 is plan your hospitality. Pick a day. There's no Providence ask here other than pick a day, whatever works for you. It can be custom. And just look at your week. Look at where you have slots available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look where you have nights available where it'd be okay to invite people into your home. Or look for those nights of the week that are free where you can go out and take someone out to dinner. We're just looking for intentional FaceTime so that we can be hospitable. And sure, a text and an email and an online, like a social media reach out is good. That is certainly good to be intentional that way. But we're trying to be bold and take these next steps of just intentionality to get with them and to be hospitable. And if you're like me, sometimes if you're not careful, the week will just fill up. And even if there is a free moment, you might find yourself exhausted and just worn out and wanting to catch up on rest. So the first really practical thing is just pick a night and plan and look ahead and see when it would work for you. And then it gives them the benefit of knowing perhaps 4 or 5 days in advance. Because if you know Thursday night's open, you can text them 4 days before and say, hey, what do you think about dinner Thursday night? Hey, what do you think about coming over Thursday night? And then the second thing is hospitality is way easier than you think. Like one of the things that's scary is we might place ourselves in these categories where we feel like others are better at hospitality than we are, and maybe we're not that good. But the reality is the whole world is doing this, right? The whole world is going to dinner. The whole world is inviting people or having people over to watch the Vols play. The whole world is trying to find friends to do a hobby together, right? All of those things are the what. And the what is not super important. So you don't have to fall into those categories. But the why is everything, right? So hospitality is not trying to figure out what the best of the best are doing. We're all made specifically the way that we are, unique the way that we are, and in the image of God. So if you love golf, invite people into golf. If you love the Vols, have people over for the game and cook for them. If you love going out on a hike, invite them to go out on a hike. Maybe you don't really know. Ask them what they love and see if you can join them, right? Maybe they play frisbee golf and you have no idea what that even is. Join them. Hop into their life, hop into their world and do it. Just make sure that we are separated from the world, because where the world will do that for the joy of watching the Vols, we are doing it to share the love of Jesus. So the what is not really that important, but make the why everything. So if you're thinking, cool, now what do I do? Here are the 2 things for this week. As you continue to pray and fast for whoever God's laid on your heart and their salvation, maybe today you just shoot them a text or you give them a call, and let the ask only be an update on their life and maybe how you could pray for them. And number 2, as you go throughout your week, go ahead and decide, I'm going to make time this week to plan out my week and see where I could give myself permission to be just extra hospitable.